Welcome back to SCP Files, where the unknown meets the documented, and the extraordinary becomes the norm. Today, we venture into the realm of the divine and the dreadful, exploring the top 6 most powerful SCP gods. These are not just anomalies, they are deities in their own right, wielding powers that defy the laws of our reality. From entities that weave the fabric of time and space, to those who command the very essence of life and death, these SCP gods represent the pinnacle of power within the SCP Foundation's archives. Prepare to be astonished as we unravel the mysteries and power of these formidable beings. So, without further ado, let's dive into the enigmatic world of the SCP gods. In the shadowy corners of history, where myth intertwines with reality, lies the enigmatic SCP-3004, a phenomenon that defies our understanding of belief and fear. SCP-3004, an anomaly entwined with the fabric of faith, emerged from the rituals of a druidic cult known as the Setledi, or the Singers, who were primarily active in Ireland. Their peculiar worship centered around the life cycle of a now-extinct cicada, the Cicadetta luculenta. Central to this web of mysticism is SCP-3004-1, an entity of elusive nature. Described as a thought form or an extra-dimensional being, SCP-3004-1's existence is shrouded in mystery. It seemed to draw power, or even its very existence, from the rituals and beliefs of the Singers. The rituals of the Setledi, lost to time and deliberate eradication, were believed to be gateways, allowing SCP-3004-1 to seep into our world. But what truly lurked behind these ancient ceremonies? An entity, not malevolent by nature, but misunderstood, manifesting violence as a reflection of the rituals and the subjugation of its followers. As history turned its pages, the SCP-3004 phenomena evolved. Mysterious events occurred in Christian communities, where ordinary individuals were compelled to enact horrifying rituals, diverging starkly from conventional worship. These rituals often involved self-harm and acts that stood in stark contrast to the participants' moral compass. At the heart of these events were SCP-3004-2 instances, bizarre entities resembling the stained glass cicada, but crafted from wood and glass. These creatures played a crucial role in the rituals, thought to be the conduits through which SCP-3004-1 siphoned belief and faith. The SCP Foundation's response was swift and calculated. Communities showing signs of SCP-3004 activity were closely monitored, and any evidence of SCP-3004-2 was eradicated. A specialized mobile task force, known as the Altar Boys, was tasked with stopping these events, employing methods ranging from the mundane to the extreme. But what if SCP-3004-1 were to fully manifest in our reality? The Foundation prepared a drastic contingency, Protocol Damnatio ad Bestias, a protocol so extreme it would erase Christianity from historical records, starving SCP-3004-1 of its source of power and belief. SCP-3004 stands as a testament to the enigmatic interplay between human belief and the unknown. It challenges our perception of faith, ritual, and the unseen forces that may lurk just beyond our understanding. In the world of SCP, even gods and deities are not immune to the whims of human belief and the actions taken to contain the unexplainable. SCP-343, colloquially known as God, is classified as safe, but this designation is deceptively simple for such a complex being. Residing by choice in a 20 by 20 foot room at Minimal Security Site 17, SCP-343 presents as an older man, yet his appearance varies depending on who is observing him. He's not just any entity, he claims to be the creator of the universe. When first discovered roaming the streets of Prague, SCP-343 instantly caught the attention of the Foundation by disappearing from the streets and reappearing on a rooftop. What makes SCP-343 extraordinary is his apparent omnipotence. In one instance, to demonstrate his power, he walked through a wall and returned seconds later with a hamburger in hand. His containment chamber is a story in itself. Initially a bare cell, it transformed into an upscale room styled in Old English, complete with a roaring fireplace. The room seems much larger inside than it appears from the outside. This transformation hints at SCP-343's ability to manipulate space and matter. SCP-343 isn't just a being of immense power, he's also a being of immense knowledge and charisma. He enjoys conversations and seems to possess an endless well of knowledge on all topics. Staff members who visit him report a significant boost in happiness and morale. Despite attempts to limit access to SCP-343, he seems to draw in people of all clearance levels, leading to a policy of open access due to his harmless nature so far. Now, let's delve into the mysterious aspects surrounding SCP-343. There are odd gaps in the records regarding SCP-343. Certain documents and personnel records related to him have seemingly vanished, as if erased from existence. This includes records of Dr. Redacted, who reportedly worked with SCP-343 and Dr. Beck. Staff members questioned about these missing records expressed complete ignorance. Moreover, SCP-343's presence seems to have a positive impact on the health and overall job satisfaction of the staff in his section. This anomaly led to increased staff rotation in his area, improving morale in other sections as well. So, what do we make of SCP-343? Is he a deity as he claims, a powerful being from another dimension, or something else entirely? The mystery of SCP-343 remains, leaving us with more questions than answers. His existence challenges our understanding of reality, power, and the very nature of the universe. SCP-029, a figure shrouded in mystery and danger known as the Daughter of Darkness. Classified as Keter, SCP-029 is not just a high-risk SCP, but a living enigma with a dark allure. SCP-029 appears as a pubescent female of Asiatic Indian descent with a striking appearance. Over 80% of her skin is a true black, while the remainder shows complete albinism. Her eyes are a deep, unnerving black. But it's not just her appearance that's alarming. SCP-029 exhibits severe homicidal tendencies, using any item as a lethal weapon. Preferring strangulation over bloodshed, she possesses dexterity and physical reactions 4 times faster than a normal human. Moreover, her resilience to damage is extraordinary. Her containment measures at the Foundation are stringent. A Class 5 cell, constant floodlight illumination, and triple airlocks to prevent any chance of escape. Interestingly, SCP-029 doesn't require food to survive, a fact discovered following an alarming incident. Men are particularly vulnerable around SCP-029. She exerts a powerful influence over them, bending them to her will, making them dangerously devoted to her cause. This has led to a strict protocol. No male personnel are allowed to interact with her, and any accidental encounters result in severe consequences. SCP-029's backstory is as intriguing as her abilities. She was first identified in rural India, linked to a cult of men calling themselves Thuggies, who worshipped her as a deity. They believed in the Kali Yuga and sought to hasten its end through sacrifices, favoring strangulation as their method. The Foundation's discovery of SCP-029 was marked by the loss of an agent and led to her capture after a harrowing series of events. Years into her containment, SCP-029 underwent a startling transformation. The black pigmentation on her skin began to grow, a change she attributed to the activity of her followers. The Foundation's subsequent investigation uncovered a resurgence of her cult. In a decisive move, a tactical airstrike was called on a gathering of her followers. SCP-029's reaction to this event was intense and disturbing. Since then, her escape attempts have become more frequent and desperate, and discussions about her neutralization have become a topic of serious consideration within the Foundation. SCP-029's story raises profound questions. Is she a deity as her cult believes, a supernatural entity, or something else entirely? Her presence at the SCP Foundation is a constant reminder of the unknown and potentially malevolent forces that exist in our world. Site-100 has been constructed specifically for the containment of SCP-2845 to the following specifications: a central chamber containing SCP-2845 and 216 instances of SCP-2845-1. Internal atmosphere is to consist of 96.3% hydrogen, 3.25% helium, and 0.45% ammonia, maintained at -110 degrees Celsius and a pressure of 2.3 bars. 9 concentric circular structures, designated Ring A through Ring I. 6 circular chambers are located on each ring at 0, 60, 120, 180, 240, and 300 degrees, with 0 degrees, are aligned with geographic north. The floor of each chamber is inlaid with an unobstructed lead hexagram. The following procedures are to be carried out in succession during each conjunction of the Earth and Saturn, recurring every 378 days according to the synodic period and performed no more than 6 hours before or after true conjunction. Each procedure must be carried out by 6 individuals. The location of each procedure is denoted in parentheses. At the beginning of each period, containment procedures will be carried out in the next ring closest to the containment chamber, returning to Ring 1 upon cycle completion. Procedure 410, Cassini, 60 degrees. Containment specialists are presented with masks, joy, sadness, anger, apathy, fear, and foolishness, and act out Ceremony Cassini A. Ceremony Cassini A is a farcical comedy of errors and exchange of insults between the 6 individuals, culminating in foolishness outwitting the group in a game of riddles and declaring himself king. The conclusion of Ceremony Cassini A is followed by a game of dice. The winner of the game is irrelevant to the procedure. Procedure 420 Perinaldo, 120 degree. Performance of Holst. OP 32M, 5 for flute, oboe, clarinet, French horn, timpani, and bass drum. The piece is accompanied by specific somatic and vocal components carried out by the players throughout the performance. Designated Ceremony Perinaldo A. The performance must be live. Recordings of the piece have no effect. Procedure 430 Epimetheus, 180 degree. Gifts are exchanged among containment specialists. Content of gifts is irrelevant to the procedure, but each gift must not exceed 4.28 USD in worth. Each gift is accompanied by recitation of Ceremony Epimetheus A in its entirety and the scattering of grain around the containment chamber. Procedure 440 Cassiel, 240 degree. Ceremony Cassiel A is recited as containment specialists bind their feet with wool and consume 60 milliliters of olive oil. They then will break apart a rock weighing at least 20 kilograms with hammers. Ceremony Cassiel B is recited throughout. Procedure 450 Cairo, 300 degree. A D-class subject is prepared by painting a symbol, ring surrounding a dot with an arrow pointing upwards at the 90-degree point on the stomach with a platinum-based solution, and presented with a blue cloak, crown, and scepter. D-class subject is then restrained in a chair, and Ceremony Cairo A is recited. After recitation of the Ceremony Cairo A, the D-class subject is castrated by use of a hand sickle by a containment specialist. The testes are then to be disposed of in a bowl of salt water as Ceremony Cairo B is recited. Procedure 460 Omphalos, 0 degree. Ceremony. Omphalos A is to be recited before termination and roasting of an H-class subject no more than 3 months of age. Ceremony Omphalos B is to be recited before consumption. After consumption of the child, Ceremony Omphalos C is to be recited over a bowl of small gastroliths, which are then swallowed. Vomiting is then induced, and Ceremony Omphalos D is recited, ending containment procedures. In the case of containment breach, Site-100's nuclear device is to be detonated, followed by lockdown of all Foundation facilities and activation of Protocol 2845-XK-1, Strike Down the Moon. SCP-2845 is an extraterrestrial quadruped entity, measuring 2.9 meters in height at the shoulder. The neck, generally held in an upright position, extends a further 0.5 m, terminating in a head with humanoid facial features. SCP-2845 possesses antlers, measuring 4.8 meters across. Antlers are white with black marbling in coloration and have not been observed to shed. SCP-2845 is covered in hair with an average length of 10 centimeters, with the exception of the face, which is hairless. SCP-2845's coloration is primarily a pastel green, with a stripe of cream on the underside of the neck and belly. A ring of ice particles is suspended 15 centimeters behind SCP-2845's skull, measuring 1.7 m in diameter, with a ring thickness of 35 centimeters. This ring is interrupted at regular intervals by 7 spheres of metallic hydrogen and metallic helium, each measuring 15 centimeters in diameter. The ring and spheres rotate clockwise at a speed of 1.6 revolutions per minute, the force maintaining the movement of the ring, the physical state of the spheres, and the means by which SCP-2845 is capable of supporting its head under the weight of its antlers are unknown. SCP-2845 is capable of instantaneous transmutation and reconstruction of matter. No matter is created or destroyed during this process. Transmuted matter will remain stable regardless of external conditions. Phase changes will remain in their transmuted state regardless of outside temperature and pressure. Altered atmosphere will maintain chemical consistency and not mix with unaltered atmosphere outside the area of effect. Common transmutation results include structures of metallic hydrogen and helium. Structures do not appear to have any function or aesthetic direction, though they most commonly take organic or plant-like forms. Pools of liquid hydrogen and helium conversion of atmosphere into a hydrogen/helium/ammonia mix. SCP-2845 will typically surround itself with a transmuted area with a radius of approximately 5 meters. SCP-2845-1 instances. SCP-2845 will use directed transmutations against attackers or obstacles. Typically, these transmutations are a column measuring 5 to 7 meters in diameter and 60 to 80 meters in height, or a horizontal cone measuring between 100 and 150 meters in length and 10 to 30 meters in width at the furthest end. However, SCP-2845 has been observed to attack single targets at distances of up to 10 kilometers. Early observation of SCP-2845 during recovery indicated that it will generally ignore non-combatants, focusing on retaliation against attackers. However, SCP-2845 was not seen to make any attempts to spare non-combatants within the area of effect of its transmutations, and later recovery accounts indicate preemptive attacks against both military and civilian targets. SCP-2845-1 designates organisms that have been modified by SCP-2845. Instances of SCP-2845-1 are hexagonal columns uniformly measuring 2.4 meters in height, with rubbery yellow-green skin. SCP-2845-1 instances do not have any outward sense organs, and autopsy has shown that internal organs are likewise absent, save the brain, which now takes up the entirety of the column and contains the reconstituted mass of the other organs and some additional outside materials. It is unknown how SCP-2845-1 instances derive nutrients, or if any nutrition is required. Neuroimaging of SCP-2845-1 specimens has revealed that the brain is in a constant state of high activity. Analysis of multiple specimens indicates patterns of call and response, so some form of remote communication between SCP-2845-1 is presumed. Motal variants of SCP-2845-1 have been reported, but have evaded capture and study. SCP-001. The Broken God is a proposal written by the talented DJ Cactus. It stands out for its blend of mythology and technology. This SCP isn't just an object or a creature, it's a god, or rather the remnants of one. At the heart of this story are the Mechanites, followers of the god Mechane. They believe in a deity that is mechanical in nature, one that sacrificed itself to save humanity from a monstrous entity. Their ultimate goal? To rebuild their broken god. The broken god is not a singular entity, but a collection of parts. These are not just mechanical components, they're SCPs themselves, with anomalous properties. Each piece is integral to the reassembly of Mechane. The Mechanites conduct a ritual to assemble these parts. This ritual is steeped in their religious beliefs, combining ancient rites with the mechanical assembly of the god's components. Upon completion of the assembly, the parts start interacting with each other. This activation marks the beginning of the mechanical resurrection. The components begin to fuse, grow, and assimilate surrounding materials, both organic and inorganic. The entity starts to wreak havoc. It absorbs more materials and grows in size and complexity. Buildings, vehicles, and even people are drawn into its mass. The entity seems to have a mind of its own, driven by an insatiable desire to expand and assimilate. The entity exhibits various anomalous properties. It can manipulate electromagnetic fields, control machines, and even warp the reality around it. Its growth is seemingly unstoppable, and it begins to pose a significant threat to a large geographical area. The SCP Foundation, recognizing the grave threat, mobilizes a large-scale response. Special containment procedures are enacted, and various SCP assets are deployed to combat the entity. The Foundation employs advanced technology, tactical teams, and even other SCP entities in an attempt to contain or neutralize the mechanical god. This battle is intense and destructive, showcasing the Foundation's resources and determination. Depending on the version of the narrative, the Foundation either contains or neutralizes the entity. This often involves significant sacrifices and the event leads to a reassessment of SCP containment policies and a deeper understanding of the anomalous. The Foundation, and the world at large, must come to terms with the reality of such a powerful and uncontrollable entity. The Broken God proposal goes beyond the physical. It delves into theological and philosophical questions. What defines a god? Can faith and belief give power to an entity? It challenges us to think about the intersection of faith, technology, and the anomalous. Among the SCP community, the Broken God has sparked many theories and debates. Its rich narrative allows for diverse interpretations, making it a favorite among fans for discussion. Before you lies the protocol for containing one of our most enigmatic entities, SCP-001, known as the Gate Guardian. Our task is monumental, for we are not just containing an entity, but guarding a threshold to the unknown. The primary containment procedure involves the maintenance of an exclusion zone, a radius of several kilometers around SCP-001. No unauthorized personnel or aircraft may enter this zone under any circumstances. Observation posts, equipped with state-of-the-art surveillance equipment, encircle the zone. Each post is tasked with continuous monitoring of SCP-001's activities and behaviors. Engagement with SCP-001 is strictly forbidden. Direct observation must be limited to avoid exposure to its sword, which emits a blinding light capable of causing permanent blindness and mental degradation. A special task force, trained in dealing with high-threat SCP entities, is stationed nearby. They are prepared to act should SCP-001 show any signs of aggression or change in behavior. Information containment is crucial. Any leaks, rumors, or data regarding SCP-001 are to be suppressed immediately. The world must remain unaware of its existence for their safety and sanity. In the event of a breach or a catastrophic scenario involving SCP-001, the Foundation has prepared an unspeakable protocol. Its details are classified, known only to a select few, a testament to the gravity of the threat posed by SCP-001. The Gate Guardian was first encountered by our agents in the desert. Towering hundreds of feet, wielding a sword emitting blinding light, it stood as a silent, formidable sentinel. Its sword, a blade of pure, searing light, is not just a weapon but a barrier. Anything or anyone attempting to pass is instantly erased, leaving no trace. Behind SCP-001 lies a gate, massive and inscrutable. Some theorize it as a portal to another dimension, others as a gateway to an unimaginable reality. Personal accounts describe SCP-001's voice, a phenomenon experienced by those who venture too close, delivering cryptic messages and prophecies. Few have heard its voice and remained sane. The words of SCP-001, spoken to those who dare approach, are said to be both enlightening and maddening. Is SCP-001 a guardian, a jailer, or something else entirely? Theories abound, yet the truth remains elusive, shrouded in divine mystery. SCP-001 remains one of our most profound mysteries. Its presence is a constant reminder of our limits in understanding the universe and its secrets. The Gate Guardian stands as a sentinel at the edge of our understanding. It challenges us to question, to seek, and to respect the unknown. In its shadow, we are reminded of the vastness of our ignorance and the endless pursuit of knowledge. And there you have it, the top 6 most powerful SCP gods, entities that not only challenge our understanding of the universe, but also redefine the very essence of power and divinity. Each of these beings, with their unique abilities and mysterious origins, remind us of the vast and unknown cosmos that the SCP Foundation navigates, a universe filled with wonders and horrors beyond our wildest imaginations. If you're fascinated by these enigmatic entities and crave more explorations into the SCP universe, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to SCP Files, and click the bell icon for notifications. Your support helps us delve deeper into the SCP Foundation's archives, bringing more chilling tales and extraordinary discoveries to light. Which of these powerful SCP gods intrigued you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you have suggestions for future videos, we're all ears. Until next time, keep your curiosity alive. But remember, in the world of SCP, some truths are best left undiscovered.